Hey everyone, Aragodi here back for another round of Geotastic US State Streak. Okay, so we got US Route 20 here on Ellsworth Street. And do we have a name of the city? Albany. Okay, so I get the feeling that probably means Albany, New York. But let's see here. Well, let's zoom in, for now. And we'll see if a US 20 passes through Albany. If it's not, then we have Georgia to check. It does. Okay, we're in New York. We're in Oregon. Okay. Well, that was fun. Good game, everyone. See you next time. No, all right. Let's keep going. Feel like I should learn a lesson. I have been here. I have physically walked by this shop. There's a nice place that has I bought some nice coasters right here there's a shop at the intersection here. What is it called? I mean, it's New Mexico. Yeah, I think it might have been this one. Or it might have been on the corner here. Yeah, one of these shops. Really, really nice. Yeah, there were coasters. One of them, for the folks of you who know your minerals, um, I got two of them that were of labradorite and two that were of um, what do you call it? Malachite. And the malachite one. So malachite is like a copper mineral that sometimes can look stalactitic. Um, and it was like really cool. Queen City. Okay. It was really cool because, um, it's like they cut the thing so you could see it in cross section. All right, that's super gross looking. We're gonna go somewhere else since we have limited time. I mean, maybe we're just out of luck there. Okay, here we go. No area code. Yeah, good question. Um, it's a good question as to what this place is. So let's just keep trying to see any of these stores here. Yeah, but like if you take a stalactite malachite and you cut it across, it has like these kind of tree ring looking things, and it's really cool because you have because it forms by dripping onto itself, or like you have water that has those copper minerals dissolved, that has copper bearing oxidized compounds that are in it, and then it just builds and it builds and it builds to create those rings. But yeah, it's pretty. And labradorite, I think it is my favorite mineral. I'm just wasting a whole bunch of time here. Let's go to that bridge there. There might be a freeway over there. Um, yeah, and it's all gray and dull looking unless you see it from like the perfect angle, and then it has like a really brilliant shine. Um, so yeah. Anyway, my coaster's in Santa Fe, and I might have squandered the benefit that I got from there just by virtue of sitting around talking too much about minerals, bouncing back and forth across that intersection. But such is life. Such such is life. Call me Alabama. Okay. Well, worst case scenario, we'll throw it down in Alabama. Yeah, this certainly looks like nowhere in Alabama. Oh yeah, you see that plate there? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go for Alabama. So yeah, the Alabama state plate is it's like a little kind of really bucolic looking pasture thingy. This is in the this looks like it's in the middle of a sandstorm. Look how like dim it is over there. I guess I'll just pick one direction to go in. U.S. Desert Southwest, potentially Utah, potentially Arizona. I think we're passing mile markers or something. Uh, Potentially California. I guess, since Oregon always trips me up when it comes to these things. Always, 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 always. Let's not forget about those states either. Uh, oh, that's just a tree. Uh-oh. I'm not sure we'll be able to see something in 2 minutes or so, but uh, that's the way That's the way the world is. Sometimes you do the best with what you got. However, you see this here, this black over here. So those look like basalt fields. Like you have basalt flows that'll spill out from some kind of volcano somewhere. I have no idea where that volcano would be. There's no guarantee that we'll actually see Fresno, California. Okay, I don't think this is California. So basalt fields, Washington, Arizona, New Mexico, Idaho. This is probably not Hawaii. So I'm gonna go between one of those 4 states if we don't see something. I don't, this Fresno doesn't look like this. So okay, we got something here. Nope, just some person's gate. Someone just owns all of these basalt fields. Just walk around and pick up black rocks for days. Oh, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, this is something that would be good, I think, to study in the future. Like learning a bit more about the foliage of these different regions. And because like I know, for instance, that they're like these big trees like off Interstate 40 in the Mojave Desert, that like they're like really really characteristic of the freeway areas. Yeah, okay. I think we're gonna have a bad time. So I guess uh, of course it was Oregon. It's always Oregon. It's like, oh, I mean, these 2 states here, Oregon and Washington, truly chameleon states. Always here to get you when you least expect it. Oh, oops, I backed all the way out. All right, let's continue. Um, wow. Okay, this is a nice looking city. Um, let's see if we can get anything off of. Okay, no. Like this almost. I'm trying to think what it reminds me of. Um, can we get a state flag? Nope, just a national one. It is not a windy enough day for us to see what state that belongs to over there. Can we see some kind of indicator off of this? Scranton. We're in Pennsylvania. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Yeah, 7 minutes in, and it's been quite difficult. We've had this drop before. We have had this drop before. I'm pretty sure this is San Luis Obispo County. And it's kind of making me wonder what, or maybe we haven't. I don't remember this wash on the side here. But this does really look like California. So either way. Yeah, okay, this is definitely California. And yep. Uh-huh, cool. Continuing. Well, that's lucky. We have a post office here putting us down in Alaska. Finish guess. Good. And back in another city. Market and 7th. Let's see what else we can find. This this feels kind of like, well, no place I've seen in the US, that's for sure. It feels weirdly Canadian. So we'll see if that actually pans out to mean anything. Well, let me go down the street. .302. Okay, it's probably one of the big cities. I don't remember which one is 302 though. Because it has like one of those low numbers that you would use for like rotary dialing. Okay, we have a flag over here. Let's see what the flag ends up saying. Excuse me. Okay, going down this road. Show me the flag. Show me the flag. Oh, it's one of the states with the blue flag. Okay, that sucks. We'll find something else. there's got to be at least one place that is named after a locale with a tier 2 area code. So 302, I don't think is Chicago. Um, it's not, I don't think that's New York. That's not Los Angeles. I mean, this looks like an East Coast city or like a Midwestern city, perhaps. So I might guess Pennsylvania if worse comes to worse. We have a bus. Bart? I don't. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna guess Pennsylvania. If we run into further troubles, maybe this is like Philadelphia. I don't. I think I recognize that flag, but yeah. You know what? Let's just go with Pennsylvania. Let's say that that's maybe this is Philadelphia. It's Delaware. Huh. Okay. How hasty. How how hasty of me. That's all right. I don't think I've ever seen a drop in Delaware before. Probably because there's like, Delaware is so small that I mean, there's only like 3 counties in Delaware with like 3 major cities. Lighthouse Place, premium. Oh, hmm, Wabash Street. So this is probably in the Midwest somewhere. Let's see here. We have a city name. We do not have a city name. But this way to the lakeshore, Wabash tells me that it's probably going to be Illinois or Indiana because that's where the Wabash River is. It could be Kentucky. Um, if we have an area code, we'll be able to pin it down a little bit more. But we don't. Oh, we have a banner here, a city banner. So let's back out to the city banner and let's see what it says. This Downtown Arts District, just some like generic TV drama city that can be anywhere, any town USA. Like really? Come on, come on. We can do a little bit better than this. I-94, US 421. Okay, I-94 cuts through here. US 421. Well, it's definitely not Indiana because 94 circles back up in that direction. So can we see a 421? Can we see a 421? We can't. That's all right. We have a little bit of time. We can try to go down to the freeway entrance and look at the control cities. Worst case scenario, I'm going to throw down Illinois. I'll just throw down Illinois. So I'm going to give myself 10 more seconds before I do that. Okay. But I don't think it's going to be right. It is Indiana. Well, okay. Michigan City. It would have been misleading on a number of counts. This looks to me like it's in the south. Because you have these like large thickets of whatever, like these trees. But at the same time, in the understory, I don't know. It looks maybe it's not. It looks coolish, but it looks quite wet. So if it looks cool but also wet, then maybe Washington's a good guess. And if we see a highway sign, we can confirm it because Washington State signs are in the shape of George Washington's head. But we might not have that privilege in a couple minutes. That is okay. It is all okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It is kind of interesting how like you have the same subset of names like in that Indiana example before. That same subset of names that comes up over and over and over again because it's like it relates to a specific aspect of the state's history close to when county names and street names were being defined. So yeah, so like for instance in Texas, like the name Yoakum I find comes up quite a bit in relation to Texas, or in what's another good example that I can think of? Well, actually, the best example I can think of is not an American example, but in Ontario, um, what you'll see is that like almost every single city in southwestern Ontario, welcome to what? I don't know. That isn't going to tell us the state name, so I don't know if that's going to help. I don't recognize the city name. It's like, oh, there's a Dundas Street, there's a Wellington Street, there's a Queen Street, there's a King Street, there is a Colborne Street, there's a Waterloo Street. It's just, whatever. uh, it's always just like the same combination of names, um, dating back to like the stories of the probably the first few people who became influential and kind of architected Upper Canada, which was the old name for Ontario back when it was first settled, and the United Kingdom. Okay, that's it. Washington. It was Louisiana. I am just not jiving today. I am not jiving today. Uh, well, we'll keep going. I mean, it's only 17 minutes in. So a part of the issue is that I'm rushing, um, for for really no reason. 100 acres of heritage. Hmm. And the other factor is we are getting drops that are not so obvious, I think. I'm feeling the south. There is a city sign here. Longview. This is Texas. Yep. Okay. All right, we continue. Desert Southwest, of course. Something about the foliage is making me feel New Mexico. I don't have a specific reason to believe it. Just that I do. Um, Something about the way the trees look. Did that say Colorado Road? No, County Road. London Cemetery. Hmm. I don't think there's a London in New Mexico, but I could be wrong. I do not know every municipality that exists in the United States. Oh, we do got some green signs over there. Oh, that's back to the county road, but what does that one say? I don't remember seeing one earlier. Oh, I'm so dumb. Of course, obviously London Cemetery. Why don't we go to the cemetery? I mean, what else would we do if not this? There is a real estate board. Will we be in luck? No, no public access. Solar farm. I have wasted a lot of time. Yeah, okay, we can't go. We can't go to the cemetery. I assume it's down that road. Um, so we have wasted a lot of time, but that's okay. Uh, New Mexico. Let us see if that guess is correct. Speed limit 45. Potentially South Texas. Dayton Oil Company. I've never been to South Texas, but I'm sort of kind of grasping at straws here. It looks a bit like Albuquerque. I think that's why I think about New Mexico. Like Albuquerque in the summer, you have these trees that are that kind of like olive looking color in their leaves, and it's all surprisingly green. Like it reminds me of, it's Texas. Never mind. Okay, good to know. Oh, well, it's probably Florida, but I just want to see this road sign back when it was still a Hyatt. Santa Barbara? Oh, I guess it is Santa Barbara, California. Nice. Okay, so this way to the city center. We're at First Street and Mulberry. And do we have a name on this board? Mercer. No, that does not help me. Something else might. Roses, okay. Do we have a sign here that points us to the sort of? It's tough for me to see. No. But okay, so this is probably, it's Italy, guys. We're in the US state of Italy. The town seems to be Mercer. I don't know of a town. Oh, this is Mercer University. So I don't know of a town that is that has a Mercer University. We have a flag. We have a flag in front of the courthouse, everyone. I think that's Georgia. Bibb County. Yes, we're in the city of Macon in Georgia. Yep, Macon, Georgia. Took a little bit of momentum, but that's okay. Well, now that I've said it, you know, what little we have gained will be taken from us. Okay, so what name do we have here on this sign? First Presbyterian Church. There's never ever a city name on any of these church names. It's like I was the first one in the city. So I guess I'll try to turn right here and go into the city center. I'm feeling the south again. Will you let me turn right? Will you do it? You will. Okay. Because I see a big building in that direction. Dorothy McClure Theater. There was a sign. There was a sign. Come on. Come on, show me the sign. I'm not far back enough. One more time. I don't think it says the city name on here. And you know, why would it? It's like I don't know. Did you guys ever learn in school about Puntland? How it's attested repeatedly and in great detail in Egypt, in old records from ancient Egypt. But but because everyone just knew where Puntland was, no one there are no surviving records that actually state it. All right, this is crazy, man. You know, welcome to Puntland, USA. The city is lost to the ages, and there's nothing more to say about it other than, oops, we're in Ohio. Columbus, Georgia. Of course, there's a Columbus. Okay, so I will use this video opportunity to remind myself to be humble. And to remind myself to be humble. Alrighty, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for joining in.